Do you know why Canada attracts immigrants? Because it guarantees us a better standard of living. One of the major factors of this standard of living is crime rate. But governments across the world are spending billions of dollars on it. US spends about $300 billion, where Canada is no less behind and spending $80 billion. Policymakers realize that as much important it is for us to spend on the crime rate, it is also important to reduce this cost as well as maintaining the reduction of crime rates. So an alternative policy measure suggested by them is raising these minimum wages. My research focuses on does increasing these minimum wage decrease this crime rate in Canada. How is my research different from what has been conducted before is why that I consider crime severity index instead of just considering crime rate. How is that different? It takes and considers that one homicide is not equal to a theft. It is important to judge a severity of a place to realize what the actual situation is. Now, my research takes place from the period for 2015 to 2019 and collects data on various sources like unemployment, education, Gini coefficient, as well as other factors that we cannot observe but controls for them. And now, what I find is the relationship is not that simple. It's complicated and not that straightforward. It realizes that increasing these minimum wages might even put people out of work and they would be forced to commit crimes. How is that? If I raise the wages, it is possible that the employers might hire few workers or in fact even fire the existing ones. So how does that make sense to just focus on raising minimum wages? My research identifies that there is other alternative measures like education and unemployment rate, which we can focus on and therefore benefit the economy. Education can be focused on, especially because it showed a greater impact on crime severity index throughout these years. As the provinces in Canada increase their tertiary education, like bachelor's, master's, and so on, therefore we observed a reduction in crime index. And therefore, university scholarship, co-op opportunities so that students can be prepared to enter the market and do well in the market is one of the way of going ahead. My research helps policymakers as well as individuals make better decisions about it. Thank you.